Hey guys, hey guys. Um, introduce yourself. Oh, intro- introduce yourself. Tell me where you're from, and we'll be starting at in 1 minute. Actually, I'm just gonna send the link out to one more person. And configure this folder. Tell me the time in your country. Because here it's nearly, oh, it's 6 o'clock. Okay, cool. One second, guys. While I get this. Okay. Okay. First, I'm going to start talking about privacy policy, and then we'll go back to the screen. Okay. So, privacy policy. Why am I talking about privacy policy when we want to make money online? So, there are there are many ways that you can make money online. The one that I'm talking about today is with your own website. So, there are two ways to make money online with your own website. No, there's two things that you need. First, you need a website, and this is the easiest part, and this is the part that everyone knows. I mean, 2 clicks of a button, enter some information, and then your website's done, right? But the hardest part that people don't realize is trying to get customers to find you, trying to get everyone to find you that is willing and ready to buy and pay for your services, for your products, for your advertising. So, why am I talking about privacy policy? Why is privacy policy so important? To answer that question, first I'm going to be talking about Google. So, Google has 90 million searches every single second. How crazy is that? That's a lot, right? So then that translates to 305 billion searches, billion, every single day. 305 billion Google searches every single day. What this translates to is that every single day there's customers that are willing and ready to pay for your product, service, advertising, but they can't find you. This is just on Google alone. This isn't including Yahoo or Bing. There are people that use that. So why are we talking about privacy policy then? If you think about Google as like an old, really old librarian, and he has glasses and he's checking the files to make sure that everything is correct, everything is all in order, and everything is up to date. So what he does is he has millions of people working for him, and these people are called algorithms. And one of the algorithms that we're particularly interested in is called TrustRank. Now, what TrustRank does is it goes through every single website in the world, and then it ranks the trustworthiness, the legitimacy, and everything like that. When TrustRank comes along to your website, one of the things that it's looking for is your privacy policy. Do you have one? Is it up to date? And is it correct as well? So you definitely need a privacy policy on your website if you want to be ranked on Google. And then the reason you want to be ranked on Google is because, once again, 305 billion searches every single day on Google alone. Once you have everything in place for your website to be ranking on Google, it will not only be ranking on Google, but it will be ranking on other search engines as well. So that's why the privacy policy is important. They also, if you have advertising on your website, you also need to have an affiliate disclaimer form page as well. And I'll show you how to do that. So let's get into that now. Let's start making your privacy policy now so that you can put it onto your website. If you don't have a website, don't worry. Later on, we're going to be making a website for you, and then we'll be posting that privacy policy. So let's get straight into that now. We're going to go onto my website, and the website is called academyinsuccess.com. academyinsuccess.com. So I'm going to put that into the comments so that you can go straight there. Okay, so just let me know your name and where you're from and what kind of website that you would like to start. Yeah, so that's in the chat box there. Okay, so head over to here, Academy in Success. It's a page that looks like this, and then we're going to scroll down. Not too far. Then you'll see a green box that looks like this, and it says how to make money online. We're going to click on that. That is the link to the course. It is an affiliate link. That is a link to the course where I learned how to make money online, and they give you a free privacy policy and everything like that. So just enter your email address here and click get started. Then it will ask you to enter your name and everything. I'm just going to log into one of the accounts that I made just for this webinar purpose. Okay. So then it's going to tell you add your profile picture, everything. You can do that later. Definitely do that later and go through the rest of the course that we're doing. Today we're only doing a few things. So to get your privacy policy, click up here. It's a pencil. And then it will come to a screen like this. Log, create training, write an article, build a website, and find a domain. If you don't have a website, click here, build a website, and we will build one together just for the purpose of the webinar today. I'm going to show you how to do that. So click on there, and then we're going to click on a free domain. If you already have a domain, you can add yours there. I'm just going to click this one. And then scroll down. Okay, so here it gives you an option of 9 free websites. But if you're a member, then you get 3,000 options of templates. Okay, I'm just going to choose this one called Ryan. And then click here to build the site. First, enter your website name, and title. Like I said, like 2 clicks of a button, and then you have your website. So the other thing that this does is it adds site protection, anti-spam protection, and then it also makes your site speed really fast. So I'll talk about that really quickly just now when this is finished. If you can see up here, it says HTTPS, and the S on the end, it stands for like security or safety, and this just shows Google that your website is safe and secure for its users. So if you look down here, once you make your website, have a look here, and then you make sure that the spam blocker is on. Make sure that the HTTPS is on, because this is what you need to be ranking on Google as well. If you don't have this, you can add your website to this this host, or you can pay for this with your domain provider. So keep going up, and then make sure your site speed is on, because you want your site to be super fast. And this also helps rank better on Google. If you are with Wix or a site builder like that, I highly recommend changing. I know that Google has had a few issues with their site builder, and it's because it's so slow. So when you're making a Wix website, sometimes it's like very slow, and sometimes it freezes and stuff. And that's because of the site builder. So if you think about on your customer side, that translates to their side as well. When they click on your website, it loads very slowly. So this is something that Google penalizes. Google penalizes for a lot of things, and it's really annoying. But if you know how to get around this, then you'll be fine. Make sure your site speed is on, and that you have that HTTPS on. Now we're going to go back to the pencil up there, and we're going to write an article. This is where you're going to find your privacy policy. So it will come to a page like this. It says, congrats on building your first website. Cool. So it's going to come to a page like this. We're going to click here where it says create new. This site is really cool. They congratulate you for a lot of things. Congratulations for starting your first website. You can share with the community and everything like that. You also get a badge for starting your first website. So I want you to click here where it says from a writing template. So we're going to go click over there. And then if you look here, if you have advertising on your website but you don't have an affiliate disclosure, go through this one and change everything that's in brackets to your website and your name and your email address, and then post that as a page onto your website. But make sure that when I finish doing the privacy policy with you guys, make sure that you untick those 2 boxes, and I will show you how to do that. So, but do that on your own, the affiliate disclosure. We're not doing that today. We're doing the privacy policy page. So click there where it says privacy policy. And we're going to go down a little. This privacy policy is already written for you. All you have to do is find these brackets and change it to whatever it says. So it says yoursite.com. I want you to change that to your site name, and then get rid of the brackets. You need to write yoursitename.com. Keep going down until you find everything in brackets and change that. And then you'll go to the bottom and it says in brackets, your first name, and I want you to change that to your first name, and then your email address, change that to your email address. If you actually do have a data protection officer, I don't know why you'd be watching this, but if you do, you can write their name and you can write their email address. So once you've finished that, you can copy and paste this onto your website as a page. I'm just going to click publish. It's really easy, this writing platform. They tell you how many words in real time that you have. They tell you how many paragraphs you have and how many headings you have. And then you can go up here and post it straight to your website. They also tell you when your article, each and every single article, has been Google ranked, so that you don't have to touch it anymore. You can leave it for years and it will just keep getting better. So choose the website that I just made, and you want to post it as a page. You don't want to post it as a post, because TrustRank doesn't look for your privacy policy in a post. It looks for a page on the website. Then choose my user and I'm going to push publish. What this does, because it's a template, it's not going to look for duplicate content. But when you are writing an article, what it does here is it says checking for duplicate content. And this is very important, because if you have an article that is exactly the same as a website in Russia or a website in Turkey or Egypt or America or anywhere, Google and TrustRank are going to come along. They're going to see that article is exactly the same for some reason as the website in Turkey or the website in America, and it's going to blacklist your website, and it's not even going to tell you, and you won't even know what you did wrong or why people can't find you or why your articles aren't ranking. If you have this tool, it tells you when your articles have been ranked, and then it leaves it. You can leave it alone. You can go ahead and go make other articles. But if you don't have this tool, and this tool is really good, then it's like searching around in the dark. You're writing articles, you don't know if they're ranking. You have a website, you don't know if it's ranked on Google yet. And so, yeah, this is really good. So now we're going to go over to this pencil here. No, we're going to go. Yeah, let's go over to the pencil and go back to build a website. It will open up this screen here, and I want you to click here where it says training. It's like a green circle with a play button, a white play button. I'm going to click on that, and it will open up the training page. Here it says getting started. There are 10 lessons here. They're free for 6 days, I think. So go through them as fast as you can. Today we're doing lesson number 7 and lesson number 9. They also have, I think, 5 other really good lessons when you sign up. So click here where it says continue. And then I want you to click here where it says online entrepreneur certification. Click there and it's going to open up all the lessons for you. Okay, so we're going to scroll down. So here it says understanding how to make money online. That's the lesson. Choose a niche, build your own website, setting up your website, getting your search engine ready, your website ready for search engines. If you haven't done this already, definitely do that one on your own, getting your site ready for search engines. That one is really good. For now, I'm going to go into this lesson number 7 really quickly. And I'm going right at the bottom because it tells you exactly how to put the privacy policy on your website. And the reason that's important is because there are 2 boxes that you need to untick. Okay, so if you go down to the bottom, and there are 2 boxes that you need to untick when you publish your page on your website. These 2 boxes are robot, meta, no index. You need to untick. You need to tick that box, and robots, meta, no follow. You need to tick that box as well. And the reason that you do this is to make sure that this page, which has duplicate content, because pretty much every single website in the world has the same privacy policy page, depending on how big your company is, it's going to be the same content. So you need to make sure that Google doesn't check for duplicate content with this page. When you tick these boxes, you're telling Google, don't check this page. It's the same as every other page on the internet. So it checks for duplicate content and it doesn't get indexed in Google. Okay, and if we go back to the top, then we'll start this lesson. Now, this lesson is about creating content. If you're the person that doesn't like being shown things and being taken through a lesson, you can start these lessons on your own. We're doing lesson number 7 and number 9. We're also going to be talking about how to put advertising on your website, how to put a print-on-demand product on your website, and how to put a service on your website that looks really incredible and gets people clicking. So right now I'm going to be talking about the tools that you need to make money online. Obviously, you need your website. That's the easiest thing to make. But the tools that you need to be ranking on Google. First, you need a tool that tells you that your website has ranked. Now, with this website that you have just entered, they give you this little G sign. If you link your website to their hosting, and you can do that by asking the site support, message site support, but they actually give you a little green G as soon as your website is Google ranked. They have a G there, but it's not colored in. As soon as your site gets Google ranked, and I think it took me 2 weeks to get it Google ranked, then the G turns green. My first website, it took 2 weeks to get Google ranked once I figured out how to do it, but I went through the course really fast as well. So it will give you a G, and then it goes green once your site is Google ranked. They also send you congratulation messages and everything like that. Second thing that you need is you need to know when your articles have been Google ranked as well. This website also tells you every single time your article is Google ranked, it has a G next to it, but when it gets Google ranked, it turns green as well. And this takes about 2 days. For me, every single article takes about 2 days to get Google ranked once I write it, once I get comments on it. So first, I'm just going to talk a little bit about why you need these. Google ranked here and ranked here. Because remember we talked about how on Google they have 305 billion searches every single day. 305 billion searches every day. This translates to a lot of customers looking for your product, looking for your website, looking for your service and advertising that are willing and ready to pay, but they can't find you. So that's why it's important to be ranking on Google, because when you rank on Google, you're also ranking on Yahoo, on Bing, and everything like that. So there are 2 ways to get people to find your to get customers to find your website. The first is advertising. So you can advertise on Google, or you can write keyword articles. If you think about that analogy of feed a man a fish, give a man a fish and you'll feed him for a day. Teach a man how to fish and you'll feed him for the rest of his life. So it's like with advertising, it's not the same, but it's kind of similar. With advertising, you're paying for people to find your website, right? But it's like feeding your website a fish. As soon as you stop paying for that advertising goes away. If you think about how you search on Google, when you search for things on Google and you see this, you see the ads right first. Usually I skip straight past the ads because they're not specifically related to the keyword that I just wrote. They're kind of like maybe 60% related to what the keyword that I wrote. And then I go straight to the first and second article. This is what I always do. I hardly ever go past the second page on Google when I'm searching. Never. I don't think I've ever been to the 10th page or the 5th page. So that's why you want to be ranking on Google, because when you're ranking, you get put on the first page and you get put within the first, second, third articles. So that's how I search on Google. Think about how you search on Google as well, or on Bing or on Yahoo. And yeah, I always go past the advertising. Maybe once a month I'll click on the advertising, but I go straight to the articles. So first of all, this is only up here, the advertising, until you stop paying for it. And once you stop paying for it, it goes away. But a keyword article stays there forever until you delete it from your website. So this keyword article will stay there forever until you delete it on your website. And the thing with the keyword article is that once it's ranking on Google, the longer and the older that it gets, the better it is and the higher it ranks. So once it's ranking on Google, you can just leave that and time will help it to rank better. And it won't be ranking on the first or second page, depending on how many competitors there are for that particular specific keyword, but we'll be talking about that soon. So it's much better to write a keyword article for your business. I aim for 3 every week. You can do 1 every day. It depends on how much money that you want to be making on your website and how dedicated you are to your business. Because that's what a website is. It's a business. It will help you travel. It will help you live the life that you want. My daughter and I have been traveling for 2 years alone. She's 8 years old, and we started these webinars 1 month ago to teach people how they can do the same, how they can create money online and travel if they want to, or work from wherever they want to. We traveled 20 countries in 1 year. Now we're in Lima, Peru. We're from New Zealand, but we're living in Lima, Peru, and yeah, life is really good. So the other thing that you need is the keyword searcher, right? So the keyword searcher that I use is called Jaxi. This one costs $49 a month. When you're building a business, you need to be putting money into your business to make it grow. Once it's growing, you can take the income that you're getting from your business and then put it back in. But at first, you need to be putting money into your business. So it's good to keep your day job. Yeah. But with this website that we're looking at right now, to be a member, it's $49 a month. And you get so many more things than this. And you also get this Jaxi searcher for free. So it's better to invest in the training. You get this ranking articles, ranking website, everything. So this keyword searcher, the thing that you need for a keyword searcher is it has to have QSR. Now, what is QSR? It just tells you how many competitors that you're competing for that exact keyword. So what a keyword is it's like a phrase. Usually it's more than just one word. Whatever you type into Google and hit enter, that's a keyword. It's a phrase or a string of words that makes like a search. For example, the other day I typed how to get blue ink off a white wall. How to get blue ink off a white wall. That's one keyword. Another way that you could say that is how to clean ink from a wall. That's another specific keyword. You can target all these keywords. Yeah, so that's what a keyword is. Now, the other thing that you want is how many monthly searches each keyword gets. So how many monthly searches every single keyword gets. That's another thing that's the 2 things that you want. If you're looking for a keyword searcher on Google, make sure that it has these things, QSR and monthly searches. Then I will talk about this more later in lesson number 9. The other thing that you want is a good writing platform. And the reason that you want a good writing platform is because, like I said before, you don't want duplicate content on your website. The reason you don't want duplicate content on your website is because Google and Yahoo and Bing will blacklist your website if it finds that it has the same article as any other website in the internet. So you have to be careful. Maybe you have the exact same thinking as someone else and wrote the exact same content as someone else in another country. And this is what your writing platform needs to be checking. This is the main thing. This is the most important thing. It needs to be checking for duplicate content. Or maybe you have like a writer from Fiverr, Fiverr.com. For $5, you can get an article written. And this is the website where you can go to. There are others as well, but this is just the most popular. But maybe you bought like an article on Fiverr.com. You don't know if it's duplicate because you really never know if they've just copied and pasted it from another website. So you really want to have that duplicate content checker. This is very important because you don't want your website blacklisted. The other thing that's nice to have is knowing how many words that you have, because 1,000 word articles rank the best on Google. They see that you have 1,000 words, they think you have really good content. And the last thing that you need is comments. That's pretty much all you need to be ranking on Google, to be getting customers to your website. That's all you need. Now, the comments, they need to be from not from the same IP address and not from the same location, preferably, because Google will see this and then it will think you're using a bot or you're paying for comments and stuff like that. So preferably it's from people all around the world. Now this one is very easy. This comments one is very easy. Once you write your article, you can get people to comment on it with the website that I've taken you to. There is this page and it's called Comment for Comment. And what I do is I just write, hey guys, this is my article. Please go write comments, and then I will go write comments on your article. And within 2 hours, I've got 10 comments. So that's how my articles rank within 10 days, 2 days. They're ranking on Google. So now we're going to go back into the course. I think I explained that pretty easily. If there is something that you didn't understand, let me know. Sometimes I go through things really fast. Can you really make money? Yeah, I see that your name is Massage Recliners. Someone asked, can you really make money? Like, especially with massage recliners, if that's what you're selling, like that's really easy to make money with because you sell it at a really high price as well. And there are so many people that are wanting massage recliners, right? There are so many people that are willing and ready to pay for that. Yesterday I had a massage from a recliner and it was incredible. They even did my hands and it felt like clouds. Like it felt like I was literally in a cloud. So you can definitely make money. I'm just showing you the tools and steps that you need to take. So now we're going to go to lesson number 9 and talk about keywords. Okay, I will just go through this really fast. So guys, go straight back to the top. And click on Online Entrepreneur Certification. And then we're going to go to lesson number 9. Understanding keywords. Once you learn how to do this, it's super simple. Okay, so it says, what is a keyword? A keyword is a phrase that people search for in the search engines. Every time you do a Google search, you're entering a keyword in the search box. So it gives you an example of basketball skills, and that is one keyword. Then it will come up with things like this, the best ranking articles. Each post that you will create will be targeting one keyword. First, you need to use Jaxi, and it gives you like tasks that you can do. So go over to the side, and there's a thing called Jaxi. I'll show you here. It says J Research. You want to click on that and then enter your keyword there. The keyword that is specific for your website. For example, if you have a plumbing business, let's say you have a plumbing business in Subiaco. Subiaco is a little suburb in Australia, in Perth. So you can write that there, best plumber in Subiaco, and then you can see what comes up. You can see what type of, let's do that now actually. You can see how many keyword searches there are, how many people. So they have this. They typed in increase vertical jump, and this is what came up into that keyword search. First of all, it needs to make sense. And the reason it needs to make sense is because you are, every time you write on Google, right, and you make a spelling mistake, Google automatically fixes it. It says, hey, we thought that you made a spelling mistake and maybe you meant to write this. So it needs to make sense, because if it doesn't make sense, Google's going to change that automatically. It needs to have over 30 people searching for it every month, over 30 people, and it needs to be under 100 QSR. It needs to be under 100 competitors competing for that same keyword, because if it's over 100, maybe you won't rank on the first and second page. Maybe you'll be ranking on the 5th page, and not many people get there. So not many people are going to view your website. So each article that you make takes a little bit of time, and you don't want to be wasting that time. So that's why these 3 things are important. That's why having a good tool like the Jaxi keyword searcher, or whatever one that you use that has QSR and monthly traffic, that's why that is important. So it just goes on to say what I told you, what I said, and then it says that Jaxi is free to use with them. Like even now you can go, and it wants you to go search now for keywords for your website. And then once you do that, make sure that you tick the tasks down here. Perform 5 searches, find 5 keywords that meet your criteria, and then, yeah. We're going to go back to the online certification and go over number 7 a little again. We're going to go over to number 7. Creating your initial website content. Search engines like Google, Bing, and Yahoo are up to one thing: the most relevant content. If you can build your website in a way that is ready for search engines and create quality relevant content, then you have a bright journey ahead of you. Everything takes time. It took me 2 years to get my website up and running. And also, I not only made my own website about traveling, but I also sold other websites to businesses in my country, in Australia. So I had about 10 businesses. Also, I did hostels all around the world, and I charge a monthly fee. So what I do is I make the website for free, and then I charge them a monthly fee. And this monthly fee ensures that I have income every single month coming in. And this was the way that I quit my job and was able to travel. There are a few other things that you need to do if you're making websites for other people, especially if they're free. Things like buying the domain yourself so that you own it and the business doesn't own it, so that if they do want to leave, you can sell that domain back to them, because that's your hard work, especially if you're building websites for free. So, creating your initial content, then go down. You need to communicate to your audience the same way that you would to a family and friend. If you click on the side where it says website, and then it comes to site content, this is the place that we wrote our privacy policy. There is also another thing that they have. It's under templates and it's called keyword article. And in this way, it's really easy. If you just go to that pencil, click write an article, then push create new from a writing template like we did before with the privacy policy. Then click on this template. It says keyword rich content page. There are 1,000 words. Your writing goal is 1,000 words, 6 paragraphs, 5 headings. This is what Google looks for, and this is what your customers are wanting. Their content that is really relevant. And you can do articles, for example, if you're a plumber, you can do articles on how to fix your toilet yourself, because when you give free content, yeah, people do read through it. But then at the end, they realize, oh, it's really hard. It is worth the money to just pay for this plumber. I really trust him because he's the one who wrote this article, so I'm going to pay for him to do my service. That's what they talk about a lot with giving free content to your customers and to anyone really. It's like these webinars, they're free. They're just here to help train people how to make money online with your website. So you can write your first article, just go through and write. As you're writing, you can see down here, it tells you how many words that you have in real time. So right here, it's just telling you how many words that you have in real time. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this part of the session, for this part of the webinar. The next thing we're going to be talking about is how to put products, services, and advertising on your website if you don't have a website yet. If you already have a website, that's cool. You don't have to watch this next part, but we are talking about how to put advertising on your website. And maybe you have a service, maybe you have a product, but you don't have advertising. Maybe you sell shoes, but you would like to put advertising for socks or for shoe cleaner or for shoe polish or whatever. That always goes good, and you also get paid for that advertising. So if you want to, you can stay and we will talk about that. We're just going to go back to my website like we did before. It's academyandsuccess.com, and it's right here. Okay, so go back to my website. It's actually in the comments bar. If you have any comments, just let me know. I'm just going to be checking them randomly. Cool. Academy in Success, courses for success. And to answer your question, Message for Kindness, yes, you can make money online with your website. That's how I've been traveling for 2 years with my daughter as well. I'm not just paying for my travel expenses, I'm paying for all of hers as well. And we went to 20 countries. So you can make money online. I'm living proof, and once you've done it, like once everything is set up, it's super easy. You just need to keep putting those articles out, and yeah. But it did take me 2 years to get up to this level, but I started at nothing. Like I started with just knowing how to make WordPress websites because I did a coding course. So I started with that, and it took me 2 years from there. So if you already have a website, you're already halfway there. So first we're going to go on to advertising and affiliates. This is how to put advertising on your website. If you already have a service or anything, you can just use this. Success leaves clues, it leaves a path. If you find these steps, you'll be well on your way to the same success. I don't know what kind of people that you think of as role models or you would want to be like, but if you think of the most successful people in the world, like Steve Jobs, Oprah Winfrey, the Microsoft guy, I forget, Bill Gates, if you think about them, if you want to be like them, you need to find the steps that they made, right? And one way of doing that is by reading their books. By reading their books, you can see the exact steps that they made. Yeah, they started at a young age, but you can do this too. If you start taking the exact steps that they took, then you'll be well on your way to doing the exact same thing and getting the exact same success. I don't know if anyone can beat Steve Jobs. I'm sure there are people out there that can do it. Okay, so what is the path to make money online? You need the right tools. You need to know that your website is Google ranked. You need a good keyword searcher for your articles because your articles is the way to get customers. So the best thing I was taught early on in my career is you should only advertise brands or products that you really stand by and that you really believe in. This is probably the number one thing that is the most important, like ever. Always be real, always be honest, always be truthful with your business when it comes to your business, and you will always make money. Because trust is what your customers are giving to you. That's why they're buying from you, is because of trust. If you don't have enough trust with the customer, it's going to be really hard for them to buy from you because they don't know if you're lying. I mean, it's so easy to search for things on Google these days and figure out that a business isn't what they say it is, or a business isn't as trustworthy or as good. There are so many testimonials as well online. So always and only advertise brands and products that you really use, that you really believe in. On my travel website, I only advertise like Skyscanner because I personally use this, and also Booking.com because also I personally use this as well. And even though they don't give me the highest return, they like if I advertise Kayak, maybe I'd get a higher return for like the per click rate. But they don't give me a high return, but I'm going to advertise them because I personally believe in them. I personally use them. I know that they're really good. So I'm going to keep going down. Buy or build a website. That's the first thing you need to do. I showed you how to do that already. If you missed half of this webinar, you can always go back on the replay and watch it again. Choose ads related to your niche and customers. So you want to choose ads, like I said, if you sell socks, if you sell shoes, you want to choose ads related to your niche, like socks or shoelaces, or I'm not sure. You want to choose ads that are related. You don't want to choose your competition. You don't want to choose other shoes to advertise. The other thing is you need to join the affiliate programs. So here's a whole list of affiliate programs that I joined. CJ.com, I like that one the best. Let's open that one. just because it has Booking.com and Skyscanner. Like if you don't join up with them, you can't be an affiliate of Skyscanner. So that's why they have millions and millions of businesses signed up to them. So yeah, definitely sign up to them today, and within 2 weeks you should be accepted. It takes a while to get accepted, and then you can just go through the list of advertising that they have and then choose ones that are related to your niche as well. Okay, so I'm just going to go back. Okay, so now I'm just going to go back, join affiliate programs, sign up to CJ.com. They have so many. If you can't find any advertising for your particular niche, let's say that your website is like yellow bags for dogs or something like that, something very specific like that, and you can't find advertising that's related to your niche, you can just type in yellow bags for dogs plus affiliate advertising, and then it should come up with other things that maybe like you could sell yellow bows as well, or put advertising for other yellow things for dogs. There's really anything. Maybe you can put like vet services in your area. Choose ads from affiliate programs you have joined. Once you join an affiliate program, for example, Skyscanner, for me, I have a post about India and how to get this particular photo that I have that's on the Taj Mahal River. It's very hard to get a photo there because only one boat is allowed on that river, and it's this old guy, but it's very hard to find. So I wrote an article about that, and then I put my Skyscanner banner. There are different banners that you can use. There's like square banners that are like on the sidebar that people just scroll past and see, or you can put banners that are literally inside the post. So this particular post, I put a Skyscanner banner inside the post, and it has the location that the person is reading this article from. Say that they're in Russia, it will say from Russia to India, and then it will have the price in real time. Or it will have search, and then it can click for the prices. And these are the different banners that you can choose for your website to be shown. I think I missed something. Yeah, you have to choose what particular, there are 3 different types of advertising that you can sign up for. First one is pay-per-click. This one is the most popular. When people click on it, for every 1,000 clicks, I think you get like $2, or I'm not sure, I can't remember, or every 100 clicks you get $2. I can't remember, but yeah, this is the most popular. Second one is pay per impression. It's like if people go onto your website and then they just see the advertising, they don't do anything with it, they don't interact with it, you get paid for every impression. And then the last one and the most highest one that you make money from is pay per sale. So let's say that you are advertising the recliners, the massage recliners. So let's say that you're advertising that and they sell for $3,000 each, or I don't know, $6,000 each, and you get 10% of that. So your pay per sale advertising is going to get a lot more than pay per click, that if you were just advertising for pay per click, because you're going to get a percentage of the profit of the sales. So, and then the next thing you need to do is place the ads on your website. That one's super easy. I'm going to be doing another course on how to set up your website later. If you are interested in that, let me know. Cool. So now let's go straight to the top and we'll go on to the next one, how to put a product onto your website. How to put print-on-demand product on a website. What is print-on-demand? Okay, print-on-demand works like this. You have a product on a website that you're selling, the customer goes to your website and then pays for it. This information gets sent to the print-on-demand company in America, and then they see exactly what needs to be printed, and then they print it out, they package it, and they send it straight to your customer. So what happens here is that you don't have to touch anything. The customer is happy, print-on-demand company is happy, and you're happy as well, and you're also paid. So you don't get paid as much as what you would if you had the products in your own home and you packaged them yourself and sent it to the customer yourself. But why would you want so many products in your house? It's just not clean. It doesn't keep your mind clear. And this way is a lot easier. It doesn't cost so much as well for what you're getting in return. So that's what a print-on-demand product is. What are the best print-on-demand companies? My favorite one is Printify. The reason is because their products are so beautiful and they have a huge range of products as well. Like if you look at this backpack here, it's very clean, very modern. This clock as well is very clean, very modern. They have a huge range of clothes. The other place, Printiful, that I added here, it doesn't have as much variety of clothing, and their clothing is very cheap. But this Printify, the clothing is very clean, very modern, and it feels expensive as well. If you have a business or you want a business that sells furniture and homeware, Society6 is the website for you. Go sign up there. They sell things like wrapping paper. I was really surprised at this one. Phone cases, furniture as well. Like how crazy is that they printed this seat and they can send it to your customers? Like that's just really good. If you're a photographer or a graphic designer, GC Pro Prints is for you. It's a print-on-demand company, and it can ship and print and ship it straight to your customer. Even things like retractable pop-up banners, yard signs, they have everything. The last one that I put here is CreateSpace. If you have a service, you definitely want to be creating a book, even an ebook, whatever. But CreateSpace actually makes real books, and they print it whenever someone buys it, and then they send it to your customers. And the last one that we're going to be talking about today is your service. So let's just go straight to the top and sell your service. Okay. These are for people like personal trainers, yoga instructors, coaches, anyone that has a service, plumbers, whatever. Okay, so it says, if you have a service, you always want to be offering it in this package like this. So if you have, for example, you're a personal trainer and you have a meal plan that you want to sell, so you're going to have just the meal plan and ebook here, and it's going to be the low ball offer. There's a medium price range offer and there's a high range offer. This is the low ball, this is the medium price, this is the one that sells the most, this is the one that you're going to put so that it can sell the most of, and then you're going to have the high range offer. And the reason you do this is so that people see that this has value. What you're offering here really is of value to them. So here you just have the ebook for your meal plan, Here you have ebook and video explanations and maybe recipe book as well, and maybe like once a week email. And then here you have like everyday call to make sure that you're eating the right food. And this one's going to be like $300. You get the ebook, you get the recipe, you get free exercises as well, things like that. So you always want to put your services like this so that people can see um, the value that they're getting for every single one when they're right next to each other. And also you want to put the buy now here so that people can click straight away and pay you. How do you do this? First, you need to sit down and think about what 3 different offers that you can give to people and 3 different prices that will be in alignment with the type of service that you give. So the reason this is great is it gives context to your service. They can see the value of each package, and sometimes customers, if they don't have a price to compare it with, they feel like your service isn't worth the price that you're setting. Like I feel like this all the time. When I go to the shop, I will see a price for something and I'm like, I'm not sure if this is a good price, but let me check the other things on the same. For example, if I'm buying like a kettle, so I'm going to see like the other kettles and their price range to see if this is a good one. I always choose the medium price as well. So that's how people buy. That is the proven method of how people buy. Think about how you buy products and then apply the same in your business. How can you put this on your website? Add this plugin, responsive pricing table, and then you can start putting your services up. Second thing that you can do that you need is you need to put PayPal on your website, because when people click buy now, you don't want to send them to a article that says, hey, message us and we'll get back to you. You want them to enter their details so that you get paid straight away, because they want to pay straight away. They want your product. As soon as they click buy now, it means that they want your product now. So PayPal, and then make sure that you can give your service straight away, either via email or depending on what kind of service it is. The third and last thing that you want, this is called Testimonial Rotator. This is for people and customers that have used your service before to write their testimonials. And then, never use fake testimonials. You know that it's fake, and something feels fishy when you have too many testimonials that are like 5-star and they're around the same date. Like, for example, I'm learning Spanish, right? And some of the testimonials with the Spanish teachers are literally all on the same date. There's like 10 all on the same date, and I just think that's really unusual. So never pay for fake testimonials. Give your service for free to someone in exchange for a testimonial, or give it to a customer, one of your family members or friends, ask them to write a testimonial for you. This is fine, but writing fake testimonials, no, never do that. It comes down to being trustworthy, gaining your customers' trust. And yeah, so that is the end for this particular webinar. If you have any questions, I will go through those with you. I'm also doing more training. Like if you speak Spanish, I'm doing every Tuesday this exact same webinar in Spanish. So you can join us then. It's at 9 p.m. But I think you have to sign up to be able to get the link, or you can give me a message. Yeah. Let me just have a look. Okay, so that's the end. If you have any questions, message me. I'm also doing another webinar, and this webinar is going to be about how to use WordPress. So how to make your website look beautiful, how to set everything up with WordPress. I know there's a lot of people that don't know how to use that properly, and it can be frustrating and kind of hard. Let me know if you would like to join that webinar. It's not on Eventbrite, so I'm just doing this personally. And yeah, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. And also, if you just joined, you can go through the replay again. Yeah, have a good day, and we will see you. Also, every single day at breakfast time, I do advice with my daughter. So join us on Facebook to get that advice every single day. Ciao.